Yeah.
What's going on
Good.
here? Why is this not? Anyways. Okay.
Alright, Cam.
So I wanted to try to do something different. Try to talk about something that maybe some of us hadn't heard about for this research assignment. And so I chose Kagan learning structures. Has anybody here heard of Kagan learning structures? Okay, cool. Well, they are for any age bracket, any age, but I tried to focus specifically on elementary, obviously, since the purpose of this assignment. So, what are they? According to Dr. Spencer Kagan's website, they are simple step-by-step instructional strategies. They increase in engagement and cooperation. So really, I guess, what they're trying to do is to get us away from the traditional teaching where a teacher presents material, calls on several students to check for understanding, and then the rest of the class is either not engaged and or untested. They don't, who knows if they've even been learning anything. So what these do is basically get the entire class involved and allow teachers to authentically assess whether they've been learning the material presented to them in the same amount of time that a traditional classroom setting would only test one or two students. So whodunit? Kagan structures, ironically, not ironically, were developed by Dr. Spencer Kagan, who is a psychologist at the University of California. So he's a very well publicized man. He's written over 200 Kagan publications on these structures. And I thought that was kind of funny. His statement about it is that the research was conducted in 1968, where he got the idea for Kagan structures. Some of his research showed that when students are put in different situations, they act differently. That's off the website. I thought that was kind of no doubt. So to kind of give y'all the best idea of what these do, I actually wanted to do one in the classroom and try to get y'all engaged a little bit. So this one is just an example of one of his many Kagan structures. It's the timed pair share. I thought this would be a good way to kind of incorporate health and show how you can incorporate this in your health or PE classroom. Do y'all actually want to do it? Do we have time for that? Okay, so this is the timed pair share. Everybody will, I'll just give y'all like a minute. I think we all know our 5 major food groups. That was my example for here. But basically, each one of y'all would be partner up, so you'd have a partner, or I guess we have an odd number in here, we have a group of 3. And I would prompt you to list your 5 main food groups, which I, in a classroom setting, would have probably just discussed. And you would write down your 5 major food groups and give an example of each. And we don't have to do that because y'all know your major food groups, but that would be an example of one. So it's really structures that we've already been exposed to, but this is what they're called, Kagan strategies. So this is just supporting evidence. This was one of the better articles that I found online. Sorry, that's this was a school in California, an elementary school, that implemented Kagan structures in, I believe it was 2001. And by 2004, you can see the green is what the state wanted them to be at, and that was the state target for their growth from their scores, and that was their actual growth. And by 2004, their state scores had been increased by 484%. It was astronomical. And so this was a letter after such success with it. The principal of Foster Road Elementary wrote Dr. Kagan, and that's what they said. Just sharing the good news, and they became #1 in their school district, all of Kagan structures. Does anybody have any questions about Kagan structures? I know it was kind of quick, but
How did you stumble upon Kagan structures?
both my parents are teachers.
Nice.
So I was talking to my dad about it, 'cause he's an elementary school teacher.